Hello and a very warm welcome back here to Eurovision 365. I'm Padraig, I'm your host, and you, my friends, are very welcome to join me. But also joining me today, I'm so glad to say I'm joined by another Eurosong finalist, and that is none other than Erica Cody.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Thanks for
Welcome.
having me.
Oh, thanks for joining me. How are you getting on?
I'm good. I've been keeping my ear to the ground with all the fan pages and podcasts and everything, so it's lovely to be a guest. So thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. It's great to have you here,
You're so
Erica.
welcome.
Erica,
Yes.
what I've noticed about you so far, and
Okay.
I mean, everyone's taking it seriously. I get that, but I really feel that you really, really, really want this. Is that? Am I on the right track there?
Well, you're not wrong there. That's for sure. I think whenever I put myself into anything, I don't half-ass it. I'm like a racehorse with my blinkers on. So, yeah, I'm focused and I'm driven. And I really want to do all of us proud and hopefully bring the crown back. I think it's about time Ireland put its place back on the Eurovision map in the
Yeah,
top capital of the world, which is Sweden. So, it'd be great
that's
if we could win it with a pop anthem.
absolutely, and the thing about it is, you're just touching on something I was going to ask you. Actually, it's been a while. It's been away from Ireland won
Yeah.
'96. It's been a while since Ireland qualified as well.
Yeah.
So, does that play on your mind at all?
Yeah, and the funny thing is that when the Eurovision conversation kept coming up, I was just letting the universe lead me on it, to be honest,
Hmm.
because I knew I had the song, because we had written it, all Irish women, me, Ruth Ann, Amy, and Richie then produced it. So everything just kind of started to fall into place with it, and the stars were aligning. And then I also kind of put two and two together of, oh, the last time we won was in 1996. It's in the pop capital of the world in Sweden, which we were tied in wins with. And I was born in 1996. So is this fate? Is this divine intervention? I don't know. But yeah, I think I've definitely been letting the universe guide me on this one. And yeah, I'm just excited to see where it leads me.
So you are basically hoping that the stars are in an alignment here for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You,
just think, when you're putting yourself in for anything as big as the
hmm.
Eurovision, you have to be prepared for it. It's a huge stage, and once you're in it,
Yeah.
there's no getting out of it. So, and there's longevity in it if you play your cards right. And I think,
Hmm.
over the last 10 years of being in music, I'm working in the music industry and performing since I'm 16. I think, I've done the big tours, I've done the big shows, I've covered pretty most all angles of it so far.
Yeah.
And I think this is the next stop naturally in my progression. So obviously it would just be a dream come true if I was chosen to represent Ireland. But
Hmm.
I would never enter something if I didn't think it could stand a chance,
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think it's kind of. I mean, you're talking about start alignment. I think you're actually almost a little bit psychic here because
Yeah.
it leads me into these questions. Say these are written down. Oh, she has someone leaked my questions to Erica
We'll say I'm
already.
just like,
I was going to ask you actually.
yeah,
A bit like Wild Youth actually from 2022 to 2023, they made very well known that
yeah.
they wanted to put themselves forward, and you've done something very similar.
Mhm.
Um, was that a I'm not was it a risky strategy or not really for you?
Look, I think everything you do in music is a risk. We release music, we write music in the hopes that it could go number one day. And, sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. So everything is driven off risk in music, to be totally honest. And this was just another one of those moments that was like, okay, am I doing it? Yeah, okay, if I'm doing it, let's go. We're gearing up and we're going all in. We're going big or going home.
Going big or going home?
Yeah,
So you really want this, and you're rehearsing a lot. So you
yeah,
are for sure.
yeah,
Um, I noticed something that you'd said on your social media channels, Erica. And people have been sort of asking you about, this the song, and will there be revamps, etc. And I heard you
yeah.
say, "I've got my ear to the ground." So what does that mean? You've got the ear to the ground. So what does that mean?
It means that I'm listening.
Well,
And
yeah,
I also want the best thing for, A, the song, but also B, for the Eurovision. I want the same thing that the fans want. I want us to get a qualification. That would be the cherry on top.
Yeah.
And to take it home would just be a bonus. But I think, like anything, when it comes to me releasing music anyway, like Love Me Like I Do was going to be a single regardless. So, and I think that's really the key when it comes to things like Eurovision, because you're using this platform as a platform to showcase what talent your country has, no matter what genre of music you're from, or anything like that. So it's a showcase essentially, and that's exactly what
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to show is my artistry and who I am as an artist, and
Yeah.
what kind of music I make. So, and when it comes to me releasing anything, I always listen to my fans and what they want to hear from me. But I also do it within reason of where I am creatively.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's obviously still some things that I absolutely would want to change and make bigger for the Malmo stage. That's only a fraction of what's to really come if we do make it to Malmo.
Oh, right, okay. So what so I think what I'm hearing is Eurosong the Eurosong performance is gonna be different, maybe very different to the actual performance in Malmo.
Well, we only have so much to work with on a small stage, on the late late. So
Exactly,
we
exactly.
I think, my understanding is that we have already made our big show, and then we've scaled it back to show what it could be. So
Okay,
it's a small it's a very small taste of what we have to come. So people need to keep that in mind, and we're still kind of pulling out as many stops as we can for the
sure
late late,
thing,
for
sure
Europe.
thing. I
So,
get you.
I it's a huge stage. It has to be, your cards have to be played right.
So there's one thing I wanted to ask you as well. As a person of color, I
Hmm.
mean, if you're selected, you'd be the first person ever
I'd be
to
the first
represent.
Black Irish woman to represent our
Yeah,
Eurovision.
what would that mean for you, Erica?
Oh God, Jesus, like it would mean the world. And I think I'd kind of been down this road before when it came to doing Dancing with the Stars and being
Mm-hmm.
thrust into that world. Because, I was hesitant to doing Dancing with the Stars, if I'm being totally honest, at first,
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, I know I'm going to be a minority here. And am I ready for people's opinions on me personally and not just on my music anymore? I don't know. And the minute I kind of took that narrative out of my head, I was like, why would I sabotage myself of an amazing opportunity, and to be representation for,
Mm-hmm.
young black and brown girls and boys on the
Mm-hmm.
TV, something that I didn't have growing up. I only ever had Samantha Mumba and Phil Lynott, and the reason I could only look up to Samantha Mumba is because she was doing exactly what I wanted to do, and that was to be a pop star.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, I'm half American as well. So I got a lot of my influences from the US, but to see her homegrown and doing what she did in the UK, Ireland, and in the US and breaking America, that was huge for me. So, it would only be, I'm only really getting started, to be honest, and to be that again for the next generation and to show, the new Ireland. And this is what we have. We have pop stars back home, and they can do big things when they set their
Mm-hmm.
mind to it, I think, would be really special. And obviously it would be an honor. So,
Of
it's
course,
not
yeah.
something I would take for granted or take lightly at all, because it's a huge undertaking. But it's also, it's a huge honor. And it would be amazing to fly that flag.
Fly the flag, fly the
Representation is
flag.
everything, and I've said this time and time again. If you see it, you believe that you can be it.
Sure,
And that's exactly what Eurovision is. So to be that on
100%.
Eurovision stage is like the cherry on top.
Of course, 100%. I mean, just in you're saying that, obviously the betting odds are changing. I'm sure you probably don't want to see this.
No,
Too
it's
late.
fine.
Whoops.
Proud of it. I'm trying to stay in my little bubble and stay focused and not get
Yeah,
sidetracked
but
by all
but
that.
you're coming up, Erica. I mean,
You know.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, what's that feel like for you? Are you trying? I know
You know
you're
what?
very focused, but what are you thinking
I'll be
for the
honest, it's
second
not my
now?
first rodeo. I think when I was doing Dance with the Stars, for example, like we were looking at the bookies and we were looking at who's the favorite to win, and
Yeah.
healthy kind of competition. But I just think it is what it is. People will make their minds up on the night. I
Of
just know
course.
I want to give something undeniable and something that I can be proud of, my team can be proud of, and hopefully Ireland and the public can be proud of and get behind. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and just staying in my zen zone, and chatting with the fans. The fans are great. Like they're all about it, and that's exactly what I love to see.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Of course. Imagine you get on here. What would that feel like? This is such a We were just saying how
Yeah.
gorgeous the stage is.
There's a lot I want to do at that stage.
Ooh, it's going to be bigger. So obviously you've got a lot of room. Like, you're not going to be cramped on that stage.
Yeah,
That's for
yeah,
sure.
no room to
Yeah.
move. You know, I've played in the bars, I've played in the clubs, I've played in the arenas, I've had a taste of of boat world. So to do Love Me Like I Do on that stage, I think it would absolutely do it justice.
If you had a message, Erica, for
Yeah.
the people of Ireland, why they should vote for you, what would that message be?
I think it's time we took our crown back. I think it's time we showed Eurovision and the Euro world what we're made of. We had a hiatus for a while, but I believe we can come back bigger, better, and stronger. And, you know, the thing is that some people might say, you know, oh, but like pop music is generic. If that's the case, all music is generic because all music has a formula. We pull inspo from everyone that we're inspired by. Um, and look, it's back in the pop capital of the world. So like, and we're tied in wins. Like, why would we not want to go out on a high with a big pop anthem? You know, if Loreen can do it, we can do it. I truly believe it. So, you know, I just think we have to keep the faith. I think we can do it.
You think we can do it?
I think
There you have it, people. Erica says we can do it.
we can do it.
8 wins coming up.
8 wins on the way. Hey, the stars are aligning for this one.
It's such a theme, with a lot of people I'm chatting to, contestants, like the stars seem to be alignment, and I'm loving all that. So yeah, all I would want to say to you, Erica, is thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I know there's a lot of support out there for you on this song.
Appreciate all the support and all the fans getting in touch. I see us all. Trust me, I'm staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning some nights talking to you. So you are great.
As you said, sleep can wait.
Sleep can wait.
Sleep can wait.
Fans to talk.
Erica, once more, thank you and the very best of luck for Eurosong 2024.
Thank you so much. Thank you.